My name is Lindsay Lawler. I live in San Diego, and I'm the owner and builder of the Electric Giraffe project. Going out to Burning Man for my first 10 years, I spent most of my time fixing projects that broke down, machines that broke down, etc., etc. And finally, about that time, my friends were telling me, you know, maybe you should build something. And I thought and thought and thought, and what really kicked it off was a friend of mine showed up with a big wooden zebra that you could ride around on, and it was a lot of fun. If the zebra's been done, what should I do? And I thought about it, and the animals of Africa I like a lot. And very, very quickly, seeing in my mind's eye a giraffe with electric controlled spots with a sound system and a DJ on board, driving around, called the Rave Raffe, just came to life, and I was never able to get that image out of my head. That started in 2002, and in 2004 I started welding. When I got out of high school, I built dune buggies and motocross bikes. I fixed my friends' engines for them for many, many years. And then I became an electronics technician for a company for the longest time, and stopped really doing physical things for a very long time. And I missed it. I missed it all the time. And finally, when I started going to Burning Man, the impetus, the feeling, the push to build something, you know, artistic that people would really, really like suddenly came to mind, and it was a very inspiring event to go to. And so between all that prior mechanical knowledge, my newfound electrical knowledge, I decided to put both of them together and combine as much art into it as possible. So I had my own homegrown mechanical, my own homegrown art, you know, and my electrical background. I put all three of those together, and next thing I knew, I was putting this thing together, and I had no idea what kind of hit it was going to be, but it really apparently knocked it out of the park. At the time I started constructing Giraffe, Maker Faire didn't exist. Maker Faire's first fair was in 2006 at San Mateo Fairgrounds, and as a stroke of luck happened, I was up in the Bay Area at my very first technology show called RoboNexus, and I believe Dale or somebody who represented Make Magazine was there, and they asked me, they mentioned that there was this thing that had happened called the Maker Faire, and could I possibly come to it? And I said, absolutely, that sounds fantastic. And so I went. It was really small. It was probably about as big as this fair is, and it was a hit that just knocked it out of the park, and suddenly everybody knew that something really famous was going to happen. It was in the air, and the very next year it was triple the attendance, and the next year was triple that attendance, and Maker Faire has become a worldwide recognized name now, very, very quickly. And I have the honor of being there for the first one and being to everyone in the Bay Area, and I've been basically named the mascot of the Maker Faire movement. I have the mascot. I have a robot giraffe. I came home, I just come home from the Maker Faire in 2014, and I get home, I'm actually taking the giraffe off the trailer. I look at my cell phone, and here is email from whitehouse.gov. And I called Maker Faire and I said, is this real? Is this a joke? And they're like, no, this is real. You need to call them back. You might get to meet the president. And from there was the most hellish, crazy 30 days I've ever been through for my life, because I'd never done anything like that before. And we had only 30 days to make it happen. And so all kinds of groups of people came together. All kinds of fate played into the hands perfectly. And the next thing I knew, on June 18th, 2014, here comes President Obama walking towards me going, I like those ears. Because, you know, everybody always makes fun of his big ears. So the giraffe's got big ears too. I'm considering building another giraffe a little bit bigger than him that is all aluminum, that can break down into boxes so we can ship worldwide. Because this guy all together like this, it's really difficult to do that. So a breakdown giraffe for shipping worldwide is one idea. The other idea is to just build something here that's really big. The idea is to build a dragon out of dead airplane parts with a World War II airplane engine running in his chest for his heart. It would be a 60 to 80 foot wingspan, 60 to 80 foot length, probably weigh several tons, and that's how I would top the giraffe. Look for it on GoFundMe at some point. I think that's the only way I'll ever be able to make it. It's going to be really expensive. So I have the impetus to go maybe put it up somewhere and see if I can't get crowdfunding on that. Yeah, it would be neat.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, Lindsay.
Thank you.